What up, everybody? What up, Zo? Hey, Zo, can you hear me? What up, really slow? Can y'all hear me? Let a few more people drop in. Okay, just making sure if I get into it. So how I do it, Zo, you start off with a slow one, like a short story, before I go into the main one. Now the main one is like it's a lot of parts to it, so I don't know. I'm just gonna start flipping from one far I can remember back. Because I guess you could say different experiences, but it was the same shit. It's creepy. Let some more custards come on in. Hey, real quick, Zoe, you want to hop in real quick? Shoot the shit real quick while people start jumping in? Already did, brother. Right in the comments. Hey, Philly, you ever experienced sleep paralysis? So supposedly what it's called? That shit ain't no joke. Believe me, I tempted it. I tested it.
What it do?
What up, Zoe?
Max and relaxing.
Same shit, same shit. Give people some more time if I just jump in. Yeah, Philly, you don't want to. That shit ain't no joke. You ever had you experience that, Zoe?
What?
So, supposedly a sleep paralysis, they call it?
Probably once, a couple times, yeah.
Where your body's like locked up, you can't move.
Yeah, I think
You could look,
but I couldn't recall if it was a dream or not. It felt like a dream.
Yeah. I had it so many times. I had it when I'm on the phone one time. I just locked up.
Damn.
Shit was crazy. It was crazy. It started as I was a kid. I sort of like wasn't scared no more. I told it like I'm not scared, and it stopped for a good minute.
How long?
Later on.
All right.
And as it happened later on, I fucking around tempted that motherfucker. I was like, all right, show yourself. Wrong. Big mistake.
Damn.
I did it like 3 different times. And each time it showed itself. So I'm gonna get on into that shit's creepy, man.
I hear you.
Double Glocks, man.
Huh?
A competition. I seen that video. I was watching that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I like that new game. Mm-hmm. Shit pretty dope.
I was looking into some plates. I wanted them trees. I was looking at them.
Yeah, as soon as that registration open for that private range, bro, we gotta get that.
Heck yeah. I think that'd be better to start taking our own shit.
Yeah, bro, that way we can do, because you've been in that one before. Pretty much do what the fuck you want to do.
Yep. Not no bullshit. Somebody keep driving around.
Yeah, you ain't got none of that. Yeah.
Ooh, how'd you like it the way it felt this morning?
It was a little cold, bro. I was like, damn.
Yep. I still got my damn hoodie on. Everybody jumping in. What's up? Thanks.
I just took mine off and laid down here.
Then I didn't know they had that alien mag for the AR.
Yeah, I had got that one. Shit, it was a while ago.
Ooh-wee.
Hey, the crack won't work.
Hell yeah. So they
Oh
said
my
you're
god. Yeah, they sent me a replacement too.
hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. I gotta get another screw for my magnifier, bro. That
Can't
bitch
do
fell off. So now
it.
my shit wobbly on the stag.
Ah, dang.
Hell yeah, bro. I
God.
wonder why I was missing. I'm like, damn, what the fuck I'm missing?
Had that motherfucker rocking.
That bitch was rocking, boy, loose to the motherfucker.
Yeah, that's weird. I started doing that on my primary arms one on the street bog.
I wonder why they don't like Loctite that from the factory.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I did. I just unscrewed. I put Loctite. I tightened the bitch back up, and it's been good since.
Mm-hmm. So I gotta see if I can find another screw that'll match that. Cause one of them just
EOTech.
yeah, one of them just fell all the way out.
I probably just call EOTech. Let them know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Philly. So you got your max from Classic Firearms, right?
Yeah.
Which one you like better, the alien or the orange one?
Mm, that's a hard one, bro. I think I like the alien one.
They didn't have it there.
But the crazy thing is, like the AR one didn't come with like the little alien mascot or none of that.
Just straight green man.
Just straight mag, regular packaging. The AK one came with different like custom limited packaging and all that.
Dang, heck yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, as soon as hey, if I see a mag any color, yeah, I'm getting it. Especially if it's like a highlighter color.
Yeah.
I'm getting that shit. They need to come out with like the highlighter blue. What other? What was it? Green, orange. I already got the orange, got the green. They need the blue.
Yellow.
I got yellow, but I ain't got the highlighter yellow though.
Wee. I'm gonna get these cussers one more minute. I'm just gonna start. Saw some crazy one. I think that dude Zach, they be jumping all the time. I think he want to know about the story I'm about to start. The first one I'm gonna start off with. Because use like some urban legend shit. I don't know, but I basically experienced it without even knowing. So afterwards.
Damn.
Shit crazy.
I think I found the next purchase.
Oh,
I sent it.
There's
I
like
sent
four
it
I'm
to
looking
you.
at.
I sent you one of them. For the price, you really can't beat it.
Uh-huh. You might know what's one of them I'm gonna get. Soon as I see it.
Huh?
There's one you might know. Soon as I see it.
I already know off the rip.
Soon as I see it.
The question is the brown one or the black one?
We both know the answer to that.
Brown one.
Yep.
Yeah. I seen that, bro. I was like, ooh.
I was like, damn, I got to get it.
That bitch high too, bro. Like
Yeah.
in the high, like what, 20, like 26?
Oh, I seen it for 2.2.
Oh, okay. Shit.
I was like, shit. But I was like,
But
nah,
I
I already have
mean,
that. Then staccato or all that other bullshit.
yeah, hell yeah, bro. I
Speak
would.
the devil. Hold up.
Oh shit.
What up, Zach?
What's up with it, brother?
What's up, bro?
That man always at work, boy.
Yep.
Hey, what's up, man? Long time no see.
Hey, Zach, the first story I'm going to tell is the one that you were asking questions about. That he done lagged out like a hoe.
Another day,
It
another
says a
dollar.
company overseas that have highlighter color. What? Shit, well, drop the link. Well, I don't know if it'll let you, but
At least the name of the company. Exactly. Remember we were talking about the lechuza?
Oh, I looked that up, man.
Yeah, that's gonna be my first story. I seen one.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
Holy
it's a
shit.
crazy story too. Like I didn't know at first.
Oh, wow.
oh shit.
And bro, I saw a video of that. That thing looks scary, man. I was
Yeah.
like, holy shit. Yeah, that looks pretty. That looks pretty vicious.
All right, I'll go and I'll start with the story then. So it was like,
Oh, oh man.
all right, so it was like, basically I was 18. I remember I just started working, like fresh out of school, whatever. I started at this meat factory I used to work at. That's where I started working my very first job. And then I worked like a night shift though. So I always got off like at midnight. And usually after midnight from there, I would go to the street races. And that shit's crazy out here. It used to be like Fast and the Furious. It would really block off like the highway, all these cars. So I would do that, chill out for a while. Use a couple hours, usually 2, 3 in the morning, I'll come back home. So there's one night I end up coming home. It was damn near almost like 3 o'clock in the morning. And I pull into the driveway. When I get out the car, I close my car. And I had a fucking bullshit Mitsubishi Eclipse. Like, trying to be like Fast and Furious. So when I get out the car, it's like dead quiet, like because it's so dark outside. It's night, but I hear like a whistle, like a weird whistle. I can't explain it. Like a not really a chirp, but it's like a whistle, and it was coming from a tree. It had this big ass tree in the front yard, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm looking up, trying to see it, and I know that I see these two red eyes. I'm like, hell nah, and I'm looking at it, and it's just like whistling loud as shit. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, shut up, and it's a. I said, all right, fuck it. I busted at it. So I live in the so I was like, shoot, it didn't matter. So when I shot at it, the eye just blinked, and then you know, it's like a fucking big bird, and the wings open up, big ass wings. I was like, what the fuck? Like a dinosaur could have been or something like that. I was like, hell no. Then I heard the front door open. It's my sister. She's like, hey, what the fuck you doing? I was a fucking big ass bird. You don't shut the hell up. She's like, it's not a bird, it's a lechuza. And I was like, the fuck? She's like, get your ass inside, blah, blah, blah. Don't, get away from it. It'll spit on you or something like that. And supposedly if it spits on you, like marks you or something like that. Like it targets you. So that's that story. I went inside and I never heard that shit no more.
Damn.
Supposedly it's like a demon bird or a witch or some shit. Supposedly they could shape shift. I don't know. Like they flies over you. You see the shadow and there's like a human walking. And supposedly
Yeah. Hey, so what area was this in?
Oak Cliff.
Damn.
Yep.
In the motherfucking hood. Ain't that a bitch?
Motherfucking Oak Cliff. Yep. Creepy in a bitch. Then my sister started telling me all these stories about that shit. Started spooking me. I was like, hell no. But yeah, I shot at that motherfucker. And it just blinked. And I seen his big ass wings just spread open. Big old wingspan just open up. I was like, shit.
That's crazy.
Yep. But then after that, never heard it whistle again. So I was telling her, my sister, I was like, it's a bird. She's like, what bird whistles at night? I was like, shit, you're right. I don't know.
That's crazy, bro. Just think, what if you didn't have your strap on you?
Yeah. The crazy thing was 18, like a how. I had that heater on me. And I had to. Every time you go to some races, ooh, wee. I saved the dude's life one time. See, he ended up getting jumped. The crazy thing was for no reason. Somebody was drunk and they bumped into him. And he told the dude, oh, my bad. And the dude had his whole crew with him. He said, nah, fuck you, blah, blah, blah. And he pushed him. Dude's like, hey, man, like, what's, he's like, chill out. Like, I said, my bad. Even though it was the other dude that bumped into him. And the other dude just looks back and just looks at him and starts swinging. I'm like, oh. And so one of his homeboys like slept that dude. He went out. And once he went out, they tried like stomping on him. I said, fuck. Broke that shit up. They all scattered.
Yeah, you saved his ass that night, then.
Yep. Everybody was gone. He was just laid out still on the floor, laid out. Everybody was gone. Then I went to my car. Off that 30 in it. Yeah, I carried a 20, like a 22 in it, and I carried like a couple 30s on me. Always, ooh, I was a fool. Hey, Zach, what do you know about sleep paralysis?
I don't know nothing about it. Oh, hey, man. How are you? I don't know nothing, man.
Never experienced it, nothing?
I heard of it, but I don't know what yeah, I never heard any stories, though. You have what?
Oh, I got a lot. A lot.
Yes.
I could trace it to when it first started. That's the crazy thing.
Oh, can you get rid of that, or it's permanent?
I don't know. I haven't had it in years now, so it might be gone. What up, Dram, man?
No food. I'm just, yeah, thanks. Oh, Dan? You're gonna, no, I'm just getting I'm just getting
So you might remember this cartoon. You remember a cartoon called Mighty Max?
Yeah.
All right.
The horror, yeah.
Hey, Zach, you ever heard of a show called Mighty Max?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I remember that show, yeah.
Okay, so I remember I seen that show.
It's the one of like, the horror, right?
Nah, it was about a kid.
Yeah, the little boy and he wears like a cap, the red cap.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. That was your show too? Oh, you like that kind of show?
Nah, I remember I seen it before, so it's sort of tricky. Like I remember I seen it, and I remember like, man, I want to be like Mighty Max.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm laying down, right, and I'm laying to my side, and I'm facing the wall, and I'm just looking at the wall. I'm about like 11 years old, maybe, and I feel my body just lock up. I'm like, what the fuck? And I see like I only can see shadows. So what I envision, what I can see from the shadow, it looked like a remind me of an old lady that had that handkerchief.
Oh, I see.
Big ladies, and they wear like a what do you call it?
Thank you.
And then next to her was this big ass fucking dude that wanted like from Mighty Max, that hawk looking dude. It was just like this big old body motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
And in the shadow, as I'm looking at the wall, I see this old lady just like doing like this, like sprinkling shit on me. I'm like, the fuck? As soon as she lets go, I jump up, I'm gone. Run straight to the wall.
There you go.
And then so that was that. That was the first time. Another time. So this time I asked my mom, could I sleep with her? I was scared as shit. And she was like, yeah, that's fine. So I'm laying there, I'm laying flat on my back. And next again, my body locks up. My head tilts up to look at the wall. And on the wall is like a cartoon. And it's me. And I'm guessing like Mighty Max, and I'm running up like a mountain. And then all I see is like a Grim Reaper with that Sith bullshit, just like slicing. And he's cutting me up, and I'm seeing it like a cartoon form on the wall. And I hear this creepy ass fucking demon voice. It says, get up. Ooh, I felt like my eyes get big. And as soon as I let go, I just grabbed my arm and screamed at the top of my lungs, like, rah! And like she jumped up, scared as shit. Like, what the hell? And I just started crying. I was like, I'll tell you in the morning. I said, turn the light on. She was like, what's wrong? I said, I'll tell you in the morning. So she turned the light on. I just balled up, got in the middle of her, scared as shit. Scared to go to sleep.
Damn.
When I woke up, I ended up telling her, what happened. And she was like, you had a bad dream. I said, no, it wasn't no dream. I said, that's the thing. I was awake. I said, I was trying to go to sleep. I said, I was just laying down and I felt, my body lock up. And then from there, just every so often it would happen. Like my body would just lock up. And then I got in my 20s one time, it had stopped for a while. And I was like, the shit's gone. And then one time, nope. It was in the morning. I just got up. I laid back down. I said, I'm going to go back to sleep. It's too early to be up. Boom. I feel my body lock up. And I could hear my mom in the kitchen or whatever. So I'm like, fuck. So but before I couldn't move. And then as I was older, I was able to move. So I was barely moving. And I was trying to reach for my strap. So I was like, I'm going to bust this bitch. Somebody come in the room. Now I'm reaching for it. I'm like, okay, you bastard. I said, I'm not scared of you no more. Poof, it let go. Whatever it was, let go. And then nothing. after that, after I told her I wasn't scared for the longest, it wouldn't nothing happened.
Mm-hmm.
And as I talked to people, people would always say to get rid of it, do two things: cuss at it or start praying. Because when you lock up, you can't do nothing but move your eyes and just talk in your mind. So I would always do both. I would pray. If it didn't work, I'll cuss that motherfucker out. Or I'll cuss it out. If it didn't work, then I'll start praying and I'll let go. And every time I always turn the light on, I'm like, fuck, that's put the light on.
Yeah.
So the last time was probably like, it's been a good amount of years. After that, after I told them I was scared, it stopped. Then when they did it again, this time I was in my living room. I was already living on my own, everything. So I was grown, living on my own. I'm in my living room chilling. And I'm just laying down watching TV. And it's daytime. Boom, I feel my body lock up. I'm like, hell nah. I said, I know this shit ain't back again. So I said, I'm not scared of you. I said, show yourself. So she said, I'm not scared of you, show yourself. I said, if you're not scared, show yourself. Wrong fucking thing to do. As soon as I did that, let's say you see this corner up here.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine like a black, solid, like smoke, but it's not see-through, just solid. Like started floating. It went to the corner. It came down. Then it came in front of me, and it made like an outline of like a human silhouette. And I was like, what the fuck? And I closed my eyes. I said, this ain't real. This ain't real. And I opened my eyes. That motherfucker's still there. So I started cussing. I said, fuck you. You know, get away from me, piece of shit, blah, blah, blah. Whatever, you're not real. And I closed my eyes again, opened it. It was gone and let me go. I was like, whew. I was like, damn. So immediately, you know, I always call my sister or somebody, like, tell them what happened. Or my girl, like, man, that's some shit. You ain't believe what happened. They're like, that shit again? I was like, yep. And I was like, I wonder why it happens. But there's no explanation. Because when I was younger, my mom was friends with this preacher. He was a Baptist preacher. And he'd always tell me, like I was special or something like that. And then he said that, what it is, he said it was one of the 4 horsemen that's fucking with me. That, like, I'm vulnerable to them. Because I guess, I don't know, they supposedly I had, like, psychic power or some shit, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That's a whole nother story. But somehow he knew that shit. Like, I could, like, see shit. I don't know how he knew, but he's always said that God told him. So I'm like, all right. And then, so again, about a year or two goes by. Again, this time I'm laying down. This time it's nighttime. Trying to go to sleep. Boom. Body locks up again. I'm like, fuck, here we go again. I said, I'm not scared of you. I said, you showed yourself. I said, fuck that shadow. I said, I want to see your face. Show me what you look like. I want to see what you look like. If you ain't scared, show yourself. Whoo-wee. I think I seen a goddamn demon. But all I seen was like a old lady's face. Imagine the oldest lady you could think of. And she was like a grayish color, a dark grayish, and her face was like melted. And all I seen was her face of an old witch and her hands like this, just coming towards me. And I'm like, what the fuck? Hell nah. So I close my eyes and I'm like, again, I start cussing it out. And I'm like, it's not real. It's not real. So I'm dreaming. I have to be asleep. I open my eyes, look around, and the bitch is still right there and getting closer. I'm like, oh, hell no. I get to praying quick, like, please, whatever it is, get it off me, blah, blah. Open my eyes again, it's gone. I jump up, turn the light on, took a breather, and was like, God damn.
So you probably have a spirit attached to you.
That's it's funny you say that. I went to one of the people that supposed to like cleanse you or whatever, and they told me that. And I was like, what the fuck?
That's what that was, bro. If it kept happening like that, that's what that was.
Yeah, because after I did like some kind of cleanse thing. It's been gone.
Mm-hmm.
It really nothing happened. Because then another time it showed itself, same shit, but this time it was green. But after that, never again. I went to see one of them healing people that they go to, the witch doctors, they usually call them.
Mm-hmm.
And they did some shit, gave me some shit to take a bath in, and some kind of like prayer thing to say and all that, and it was gone. Then I ended up going to like a psychic lady, and then she told me some shit that threw me off, and I was like, hell, because I'm real skeptic about psychics. Like, I don't really believe in that. But the shit she told me, like, I didn't know, so I had to go ask my sisters, like, from what she told me, was it true? And my sister told me some shit, like, I never knew. And I was like, what the fuck? And then she was like, why? And I said, you won't believe what I tell you. I said, but I went to a psychic lady, and what you just confirmed is what she told me. I said, how can she know that? She's like, fucking psychics. I was like, damn. Yeah, that's just crazy.
It's crazy. I'm still on. I'm gonna cut my camera out, but I'm still on here though, bro.
Nah, you good? You good? Yes, so pretty much up to this point, it really never happened. Maybe like once or twice, like a handful of times, but it's instant. It's really nothing. My body was, I felt locked up and then nothing.
Yeah, bro. See, that's the thing. See, I done been through some weird shit. I kind of don't let my mind get too caught up in that shit. Like I love watching horror shit.
Yeah, it's like me. See, that's me. I'm into all this scary,
Mhm.
spooky shit. That's the craziest thing.
I'm into watching it. It's just like certain shit. If it make me feel a little, uneasy, I hurry up and like either cut the shit off or you know what I'm saying, stop watching the shit.
Yeah.
Especially like before I'm about to go to sleep, type shit.
Yeah. Like one movie, I think the most recent one that spooked me, because really scary movies don't do nothing to me. But one that just for some reason that spooked me was damn, what's the name of that movie? It's not The Conjuring. It's another one. Like the key was a curse. It's something about, it has to do with that's like sleep paralysis almost. With the little boy, he could sleep and go to like another world. He could get out.
About.
But it showed this red demon, and when it showed his face, it gave me like, it spooked me for some reason.
Yeah.
I was like, he almost looked like Darth Maul, whatever his name is, from the Star Wars. That one with the little
I know you're talking about. Yeah.
Okay, that red face, whatever demon that was, that he spooked the shit out of me from that movie. Every time I see it, it spooked me. And then I got this phobia. I know you've seen usually the movies they do it where it's like they're gray and they got like just blacked out eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Real big. That scares me. I don't know why. That spooks me. It reminds me of that old bitch I seen. That's why I think.
Yeah, bro. Is it me or ever since 2020? Y'all know what happened in 2020, right? Ever since 2020, the movies have been bullshit, bro.
Yeah.
Like the quality of it is it's like they're just throwing shit out here now.
Yeah, like they
like the Marvel movies and shit, like that shit's not good, bro.
Mm-hmm. It's like they ain't even trying anymore. They're trying to put bullshit out there.
So it ain't just me, because the last 2 or 3 movies I done watched was trash.
Damn, man.
I don't know.
I want to see that Halloween one, a new one.
Yeah, I feel like they're dragging that shit out too long, but I'll watch it though.
Yeah, I want to see. It's hard because I'm trying to stay away from social media because I didn't want to spoil it for me.
Yeah. Shit,
Yeah.
that type of shit, they should just let you watch that for free here.
Yeah. And then there was a time when I was younger. So my sisters, they used to live in a duplex. So they live one on one side, one on the other side. And they would go out because they were older than me. And then my one sister would go out. So I would stay with my nephews and watch them. And then there was one night, I'm playing Nintendo. I'm playing Super Mario 3. And my nephew, I remember he's a baby, and I had him like in a car seat. And then as I'm playing, the TV cuts off. And that's one of them old school TVs. So when it cuts off, you hear that. It just fucking ray. I'm like, what the fuck? And then next thing you know, the pictures started falling off the wall one by one. Doo, doo, doo. And then to me, I didn't think nothing of a ghost or nothing. I'm just like, what the heck? Like, what's going on? So real quick, I'm like, something ain't right. So I pick up my nephew. I go outside. I think it's like midnight too. I remember I go next door. And I'm knocking to get my sister. And she comes out. She's like, Mil-Spec, like, what are you doing? I'm like, something's going on. I said, with the sister's house. I said, the TV. I was playing the game and it cut off. And I said, the pictures are falling off the wall. She's like, what? I said, yeah, the pictures are falling off the wall. She's like, well, come inside. I'm okay. I go to drop my neck and I come back to the door because I wanted to see. And she goes inside and she just starts beating on the wall, yelling like, motherfucker, leave my brother alone. Stop fucking with him. She was crazy. But what had happened was, and that duplex where my one sister lived, somebody had got murdered there. And I guess he haunted it because my sister said she would see him. And when guys would stay the night, they would experience sleep paralysis. And they think it was him fucking with them because he never liked no dudes coming over. And then that same preacher, he had came and like blessed the house when they told him about it. And after he did that, it stopped. Like
That's
no more
crazy.
sleepy shit. Because the cabinets would open up back and forth. Dishes would fly out, shit like that. But when that pastor blessed, his name was Brother Price. That's his name. I remember now, Brother Price. And he reminded me of he looked like Pinky. That's who he looked like, Pinky from Friday. He had the curl and everything. I remember that.
Damn.
What up, me the people? What up? And then another thing is the Ouija board. Whew.
Oh yeah, I don't fuck with that.
I don't fuck with that.
Hell no.
That shit is for real.
Yeah, yeah, I don't fuck with that type shit, bro.
Yeah, that shit's for real.
Nah. See, when you go fucking with them and looking for shit, that's when they come. Yeah, nah.
Yeah, that's when they come for you. Open that door. So wherever goes someone, I see somebody with that bush, I will right back out. I was like, no.
Yeah, I don't play with that at all.
Yeah, so the very first time I ever witnessed it, it was one of my nieces. She was in the living room, and of course, my niece, she's older than me, and she's just sitting there in the room, all alone. And I see her, I see the board, and I see her hand on it, and she's moving it. And then I start telling her, like, what are you doing? She ignores me. And I'm like, yeah. I said, that's fake. I said, you're moving it. I know you are. And I said, you're trying to scare me. And she just ignoring me still. And I'm like, I'm going to go tell. I'm going to tell you trying to scare me.
Yeah.
And then I just start watching her. The next time she looks at me, she lifts up her hand and she puts her hands like that over her ears. She screams like at the top of her goddamn lungs. And I was like, what the fuck? And I would look. And the board, the little thing you put your hand on, it's spinning like crazy on the board. It's in circles. And then the whole board and the thing just swings across the room. I was gone. I was like, I screamed at the top of my lungs. I'm out that door. Jump out the porch. I was gone. Oh, shit. Yeah, so my mama had to come get me. And she was like, what happened? And when I told her what happened, she was telling me, like, yeah, she's like, don't mess with that. Those are bad. And she said she done it before. And they really did get a hold of spirit. It's like, it is real. But luckily, they got a hold of a good one. She's like, don't ever play that. And then the board they had threw it away. That bitch was in the closet like the next day. So they ended up burning it. And ever since then, I was like, hell no. I remember teen years, I was seeing people, I would go to houses and the people were playing Ouija. I was like, no, I'm going home. Fuck that. That shit's real.
Yeah, I don't fuck with that shit, bro. Hell no.
And I'd always listen to Bone Thugs and Harmony. That Ouija, are you with me? Mo murder. That used to creep the shit out of me.
That was a lot of entertainment industry. Be on that shit.
Yeah. And my nephew always be like, hey, you want to hear the devil? And I'm like, yeah, right. He's like, come and listen. And it'll always be that damn intro to the Bone. And he'd be like, it comes those real true thugs, Bone thugs. And he starts like, rah. And I used to really think that was the devil. Hell nah. Yeah, me neither. I don't fuck around with that.
Be able to get back out to the November 5th, bro. We're doing some more training.
Yeah. All right.
I had to I can't tell you on here, I gotta tell you, it's gonna be dope though, bro. So make sure you take out for that.
All right. As a matter of fact, I still got that marking like barely, and it was like a birthmark now. It took forever for me to heal from that shit.
Yeah, shit, mine healed different ways. Shit.
It even turned like a greenish color. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, I ain't doing that shit no more.
Hell yeah. Me, the people, you want to come in? So you can hear the story? I want to hear what you got to say, man. And what was crazy is my grandfather from my mom's side, he was like a witch doctor, but the good one. And so I'd always tell my mom because he tried to get my mom into it. And she said that one time they were at a table and she seen like a hand come out. Basically, I wanted like I seen like in a movie too. Like she seen a hand. She said nope. She said spooked her. So when she told me that, I always told her, I said, you gave me something. You passed something down to me. That's why I see shit.
Mm.
Me and my oldest sister would always see stuff. So I was like, hell nah. I always blamed her. She was like, nah, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. And my other two
I mean,
sisters.
because especially when you're younger, you're more susceptible to it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's why now,
Y'all hear me?
hell no.
Yeah.
Well, I might have to drop my headphones.
All right. And I lagged out.
Yeah,
November 5th. All right. Is it Saturday or Sunday?
I think it's Saturday.
All right.
Because they was trying to do it November the 11th. November the
It's a
12th. I was
Saturday.
like, yeah, it's Saturday, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Gotta fix his sound. All right. Shit lagged out. Yeah, so when I was younger, my mom had this friend too. Supposedly she was like psychic or something. And when I would tell my mom certain stuff that I can see, she, took me to her friend, and her friend just stared at me and she's like, yeah, she's like, he has it. And I'm like, I didn't think nothing of it. She's like, she had me go every weekend. She's like, can you come every weekend? She told my mom, can bring him every weekend. And I would hear them talk. She's like, yeah, just bring him every weekend. She's like, I'll work with them, this and that. I didn't really think I didn't know what's going on, but I got it. I get it now. But when I was there, she would she would have me sit down and she was like, I'm going to think of something. And she'll put out a deck of cards and she'll pull one out and she'll look at it and she'll tell me like, just focus. I'm like, okay. And she's like, just let the cards go through your head. She's like, it's going to stop. She's like, when it stops, tell me what you see. And I'm like, okay. She's like, just stare at me. And I would stare at her and I'll, let the cards flick and it would stop and I'll see something and I'll tell her. And sure enough, she'll show that fucking card and that's what I seen. I was like, what the fuck?
That's
It's like,
crazy.
you get it. She's like, you just gotta know how to use it. And I was like, after a while, I told her, I don't want to do it no more. And one time I put it to the test with my nephews. And then, because my mom, where she worked at, they would have like this carnival. They would always take us to like ranches and stuff like that, like trips. And when I went, they had this wheel. You spin it, and then the bottom had like chips, almost set up like a roulette table. And so I told my nephews, like, give me your chips. And they're like, all right. And I would get it, and I'll stare at that damn wheel, and I would like spin it, and I'll see where it stopped, and I'll see the number, and I'll put the chips on it. I did that shit 3 times in a row. They're like, what the hell? They're like, how you doing that? I was like, I just see it. And when I won, I got my mom this big ass bear. And I remember I was so excited. Like I ran to her real quick, and she's like, how'd you get that? And I said, I did what the lady told me. I did what the lady told me. I said, I focused and I looked at the wheel and I see the number in my head. I said, I put the chips. And she's like, oh, okay. She's like, that's good. That's good. I said, I got you this big bear. I said, my other nephews, they didn't want to believe me. I said, I got it. I got them a bear too. I said, I did it 3 times in a row. But then, what up, Howard? After a while, maybe that's why shit was spooked with me, because I was, like I was saying, messing with it. To me, that's made me vulnerable. Oh, Howard, you late, man. You got to go back. If more people come in, I'll tell stories again. But yeah. So my plan is for next Monday, I'm going to go through all the stories again. And I want people that have stories, I want to jump in and tell their shit. Since it'll be actually Halloween.
This year passing by fast, bro.
Hell yeah. Too fast.
Yeah.
But like we're saying, one of the new cops, one of them.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
You might be able to guess it.
I know what one of them could be. for sure.
I talked about it. It's something I wanted. It's the one you might be thinking. It's that one, but it's still another one. It's something else.
Yeah.
The fourth one, you might not guess the fourth one. But for sure, the three, you'll be like, okay.
Yeah.
One of you maybe know the caliber. You just don't know of what brand or design. But you know the caliber. It's the one I've been wanting.
Yeah. It's a lot of. I got a lot of ones that I want. There's a couple. I ain't really just got the urge to just. I gotta go get it right now, type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, same thing with me. Just that one that we said earlier. That's the only one. I was like, I gotta get that one.
Yeah.
It's gonna hurt, but I gotta get it.
But you already know that's real deal Holyfield right there.
Yep.
And it's the first time it's being made here too.
Yeah. I remember when they first came out, I wanted one. But when I seen that price, I was like, hell nah.
Mm-hmm.
And the price these are coming out cost more than what those did back then. But now those cost even more.
Mm-hmm.
They don't exist. But they do now, just made in America.
It's crazy because they kind of look like the old ones.
Yeah. But now it just has the optic cut on it. I'm still debating if I want to put one or not.
I ain't gonna lie, I like that Smith and Wesson with that dot on it. It was nice.
Yeah, that's one I want. There's two Smith and Wessons that I want.
Yeah, that for the price, I just feel like you can't really beat it. You know what I'm saying? But I have to throw a Trigicon on it though.
Yeah,
I have to.
and then you know where Dowdy Ferry's at right here on 20, right?
Hold on, bro.
All right. Everybody's jumping in. What's up? Thanks for jumping in. Y'all might have missed some stories, so you might have to go back later on and replay it. No, Santi, you missed the majority of them. But if you want, I'll say it again because a lot more people are jumping in that didn't get to see it at first. But Santi, I'll tell you the one I said in the beginning. It's a short one. It's real quick. Yeah, hey Howard, no, don't worry. I'm gonna just stay on. I'm gonna go run down through it quick. All right, so Santi, there is, I guess you could say like an urban legend. I don't know, like a Mexican urban legend, folklore. I don't know. I never knew about it until I experienced it. So when I was like 18, like I used to work at this factory, and I used to work at night. So when I would get off, it would be like midnight, and every time I would get off, I would always go out to races. I knew this area where people would street race. It would be like Fast and the Furious, and I always stayed out there for a few hours. And so usually, by the time I get home, it's always usually like 3 a.m, stuff like that. So when I get home, I put into the driveway, and it's like pitch black night, just dark, really no sound. And as soon as I get out of my car, I hear like a whistling, a loud whistle. Not really like a chirp, like a bird, but just like a whistling, almost like a human whistling. But it's coming from a tree, like something high in the tree. And I'm just looking like, what the heck? And I'm like, shut up. And it just starts whistling more. So I'm like, okay. And so I had a gun. So I pulled it out. Now, I shoot like 3 times at it. And I see like red eyes, and it just blinked. And whatever it was, like a bird opened its wings. And it had like a big old wing, like a wingspan. And I'm like, what the hell is that? And so I was going to shoot again. And before I could shoot again, the front door opens to the house, and it's my sister. And she's yelling like, Mil-Spec, the fuck are you doing? Get your ass inside. And I'm like, there's this bird up here. It won't shut up. And she's like, what kind of birds whistle at night? I was like, I don't know. She's like, get your ass in here to lechuza. And I'm like, oh, what? Oh, what's up, Twizzle? She's like, lechuza. She's like, get in here. I'm like, all right. So I run inside. And then she's like, she started explaining to me like it's like a demon bird, like a witch. Like they transformed themselves to like a owl. Basically, what it was I was looking at was an owl, but a big ass owl, maybe like supposedly 2-3 feet. I don't know. When I seen it, it was big in the thing. When it opened its wingspan, that's when it sort of scared the shit out of me. And she told me those birds are bad, and when they whistle, you're not supposed to whistle back. Supposedly, if you whistle back, they mark you. Basically, then they supposed to come fuck with you. I don't know, get you terrorized or some shit. I don't know. I don't know. Every time I hear whistling at night, I never whistle back because I don't want them shits to come get me. And it makes sense because as a kid, I remember two of my older nephews. We used to live in Ferris, out there in Ferris, Texas, at a ranch, and the house was built on a cemetery. And I remember one time they came like running top speed and beating on the door, like let us in. And they're like, well, we're like, what happened? They're like, we're getting chased by lechuza. And I was like, what the hell is that? And they were just saying, a big bird. Supposedly it's like an owl. Supposedly it has a human face, and when it flies above you, if you look at the shadow, it looks like a human. But yeah, some tripped out shit. Hey, for real, 12. Ever I see owls now, they spook me. So, and then, especially if you see the movie The Fourth Kind, it shows an owl. Them things, fuck that. They're creepy. But everybody in chat, thanks for jumping in. Thanks for jumping in. Yeah, me, the people, he's gonna come back in. He's gonna tell some stories. He said he got some stories, so I'm intrigued. I want to hear what he got to say. Hey, Santi, I'm with you on that. Hell nah. Yeah, but I seen it clear. They big red eyes. They just blinked, and his eye, the arms just open up, the wings just. And I was like, what the fuck? And yeah, whoo-wee. Oh shit! You got chased by some Twizzle? Hell nah! You should have hit with that Twizzle. Boof! You know what I mean? I don't know. Santi, I could have sworn I hit it, but nothing happened. It just blinked its eyes at me. That's all it did. Just blinked and opened its wings up when I shot at it. That's all it did. Like I know I had to hit it, but it didn't do nothing. So I don't know. Motherfucker didn't die because the next morning there was nothing there. See, what about vultures? Twizzle, you don't fuck with vultures? Ooh, back 2004, all right. I like fair, man. For me, country life's the way it's living for me. Yeah, Twizzle, the house was built on a cemetery. A lot of scary shit about that. Oh, so I might as well tell you a story about that. I'll tell you a story about Ferris when I was a kid, when I remember seeing. Damn. Hey, Twizzle, where I seen the owl at, it was in Oak Cliff. I was living in South Oak Cliff. All right, so at the time we lived in Ferris, right? I'm inside, and dogs used to bark. Oh, it's a goddamn time, all the time. Yeah, that damn Cowboys, that says Johnny. Yeah, it was crazy. Twizzle, a lot of shit happened in that house in Ferris. Hell yeah, it was, Santi. Also, one time I'm inside, and I hear like a lot of commotion outside. So I'm like, the fuck is going on? So, I look through the window, and I see my mom's boyfriend at the time, like running, and there's like a car. It's like chasing him, but it's like slow. And so we're like, what the hell? And everybody's trying to like screaming, trying to get the car to stop. Because the crazy thing was, there was nobody in that driver's seat. The car was chasing him by itself. And how the fuck? I don't know. But they finally when it turned, they finally just veered off and just hit like a tree. And that was it. That's the motherfucker stop. But there was nobody driving it. And he thought somebody was in it trying, fuck it when I'm trying to run him over. But never knew what it was. Oh, for sure he lost that spot. I said if he loses to the Eagles, they're gonna kick him out. Yep. I don't know, Twister. I don't know. Maybe it was super affordable at the time. I don't know. And then another time, I was asleep. I wake up, boom, 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 boom. I hear like gunshots. I didn't know it was gunshots. I heard loud, bah, 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 bah. Like, what the hell? And then when I get up, what happened was my brother-in-law had said he seen these eyes on the ground. So he started shooting at them. And that was that. He seen eyes. So he started shooting at the goddamn eyes that were on the ground, he said. Like I said, them dogs always barking. And it's supposedly a story that my sisters told me. My oldest sister said that when she was a kid, that she woke up one night and she was going to the kitchen, and when she was passing through the living room, the whole house was dark. She said that she seen my other sister sitting on the couch, and my sister told her, "Hey, come sit with me." And she was like, "Okay." She's like, "But let me turn the light on first." And that she said my sister told her not to. So I want to turn the light on. And when she turned the light on, something started scratching her. And what it was this big fucking doll that she used to own, like one of them Raggedy Ann dolls, I think it was. She started like, and it wasn't my sister, it was that fucking doll. I was like, oh shit. What up, Twizzle?
Man, what's up, man? I'm finally glad that I got to catch you, bro. I said, damn, what time is it? I'm up here in OKC. I said,
Okay.
shit. I said, yeah, I think my brother said it's 8 o'clock. I said, let me check and see. I'm up here watching this other crazy shit. I'm like, man, let me see. And I checked your asses on live. I said, hell yeah. But yeah, I got checked, man, bro. I don't fuck with birds of prey, period.
Yeah.
Anything like any birds that's 2 and 3, 4 feet tall, wingspan, 6 feet, 10 feet, 12 feet. Ain't no reason for me to be fucking with them. And they used to be dinosaurs millions of years ago. I'm not fucking with that. No, hell no. But I remember one day messing with some girls on the green box in the projects.
Yeah.
And all the homies, everybody outside around about this time. So, it gets to like about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And, they nocturnal animals. And their eyes is big so they can see.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They got that night.
So, yeah. So I'm looking at shit. I just seen a shadow. Like you see something flying over you.
Yep.
I don't know what the fuck it was. And this is my first time having any kind of experience with like a big ass bird or an owl, period.
All right.
So, mind you, we moved one street over from the projects into the next street into a house. Our house is on a lake.
Okay.
The moonlight, spooky as shit. You hear the trees move. Anything you hear, it spook you out. Dogs, stray dogs and shit. So we always watching for stray dogs. So the projects is up on the hill.
Okay.
The street is like in a damn ditch. It's lower than the projects, right? So we got to run down the hill. So we run down and walk down the hill and shit. We seen something. We heard the motherfucker. I just
was it whistling?
Damn. Yeah, bro. I said, what the fuck is that? I said, yeah. So me and my brother, they were just looking around and shit. All of a sudden, we turn around. It's on one of the light posts, the projects. Big, bro. Like, real big, bro.
Yeah.
We were like, what the fuck is that? At nighttime. And then, I'm going to tell you what spooked us out, what made us run, bro. How they say they could turn their head all the way?
Yeah.
So the motherfucker turned his head, was looking at us.
And the way it turns is scary looking, right? They were just like...
Yeah, it was dark, bro. Pitch dark. It's 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. So he looked at us, or she, I don't know what it was, looked at us. Then it turned around, and then we couldn't see the eyes no more. Oh, that fucked me up. Me and my brother, my kid folks caught out. So when we started catching out running, shit, the bitch just started flying right behind us. And it was oohing at the same time. I said, hell nah. So look, our gate normally be locked because we had a big ass rock wall. So our gate be locked and shit, especially at nighttime like that. When I tell you we hit the fence, we jumped the fence so goddamn fast. Niggas was falling all in the dirt and all kind of shit. Trying to
When
run
you were
from
running,
it.
would you look back or no?
Hell no.
Yeah.
I was telling you
Same
look
thing
back.
with me.
You
When
could
I'm
go.
running, ain't no looking back. I'm gone.
Hell no. You could get go. I the same shit like that. Even if somebody shooting, I apply the same shit. I ain't looking back for what. I'm trying to get somewhere, but that shit happened to me a few times. Like, and that owl came back like for a few years, bro. Same spot. And
Damn.
my daddy was saying like it's a field, so the owl's gonna be over here at nighttime because they see the little rats and shit moving around, little mice and shit.
Yeah.
So it said hi. I used to watch Wild Discovery with my dad, and I started seeing this shit, and I was like, oh, okay, that's what they do. So it's kind of, I was like, damn, okay, that makes sense. But I still wasn't fucking with them. And when I would see it, every year it never failed. I was like, hell no. I said, I used to tell my brother them, my kid for them, man, look out, man. That bitch up there on this pole, man. Turn around, look at us.
BB gun or something.
And at that time, you would think that us project kids would try to do something to this bird or not, but it just was too, like, as kids, it seemed like it was too big. It seemed like that motherfucker was tall as a yardstick.
Yeah.
To a kid, and then it kept coming back year after year, and then a couple of them came at the same time, and I just like, hell no. I just didn't used to come outside. That shit happened to me and my daddy when I was renting one of my daddy houses from him.
Yeah.
And I went outside, then I'm finna go to the store. The motherfucking fruit flew. I think, yeah, it flew from one telephone pole or light pole to the next one, right? Same thing across the street is a big ass field. I said, man, this shit can't be happening again, man. This hoe ain't following me like way the fuck over here. Cause I know the same story like you was talking about.
Yeah.
They call it, but we be talking about like the shape-shifting shit.
There you go. Yep.
So, yeah. So I seen a bit. Boy, I didn't go outside no more that night. They got starved like a motherfucker. I was hungry to some bit. But once I seen it, nah, I'm good. I'm good. Left my keys in the car and all that shit.
Yeah, because I heard like a whistling, and when I looked up in the tree, I seen a big ass silhouette. I didn't know what it was. I just know it's something up there.
Yeah.
I seen like when I shot at it, it opened its wings. And it just blinked. I was like, oh hell no.
Nah, I'm a firm believer, man. Like, people just don't be telling you no stories. They seen some shit. It's got to have some type of truth to it. Like, I don't think just motherfuckers just made Jeepers Creepers out of nowhere, bro. They seen some.
Right.
And now, like, I think it's like in the Appalachians and like Tennessee and shit, they be talking about the Batman, like the bat person that be in the woods and shit.
Yeah.
It kind of look like Jeepers Creepers and shit. I just like, yeah. But why is you motherfuckers walking in the woods at dark? Like, it's pitch dark. Why are you walking in the woods? Who do that kind of crazy shit?
Right.
Like, you just want to be scared, or you want Bigfoot to slap the shit out you on the back of your head or something? Like, nah, hell nah.
Yeah, like one time I said in one of my the last stories when I was a kid. So I got sisters that are older than me, so they were covered whatever. And there's one time one of my sisters wanted my mom to pick her up. So my mom was like, hey, come here, pick up your sister. I'm like, okay. And we're driving. We had to pass through this wooded area, this long street. And it's like dark. So we're driving. You know, she has a radio, but she has it low.
Yeah.
And then driving, we hear like a goat, and it sounded like it was right next to me. Like, when it does it, me and my mom look at each other, like, we hear that, and as soon as we look at each other, we start hearing like galloping, like blah, 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 blah.
Damn.
Next to him, and it's like right next to us. And she puts her hand on me like the whole back. Ooh, she matches that gas. She's gone. And you hear the massive, and you hear that, like right next to me, like a goat. And I'm like, shit. Like I lean over. I'm scared as fuck. And she's
scared as fuck.
She floored that shit.
Oh.
She's like, don't look, just drive. She's like, just look straight, put your head down. And I'm trying to look.
Wow, bro. Wow, Bill.
It was nothing. She rolled that window up. Oh, we was gone.
I bet she was.
And never again. You want to pick my sister? Nope.
Bro, the only shit, I don't lie, I would have said the same shit. The only thing that's ever made me feel I can't uncomfortable be the wrong word. I think just uneasy. You know, not knowing, being ignorant of something, don't know nothing about it.
Yeah.
Like it's not normal. Was like the owl stuff when I was a kid because I ain't know nothing about it. I wouldn't, as project kids, I wasn't exposed to nothing like that.
Yeah.
Now, one time, me and my brother seen the ship over DFW. Spooked us out. Spooked us out, bro, real bad. Me and my little brother was coming to pick me up from the TRE. And I just got this weird, eerie ass feeling. But the whole time, I'm watching my little brother too, because I'm walking towards his car. So I'm walking towards his car, and I see him.
Are my keys in here?
Four homies in the car, 12. But yeah, so I see him looking, looking at the top of his windshield. He see looking at something. So I turn around, my brother pointed, and I just see this big ass black ass ship, bro.
Hell no.
Big ass ships right over the air traffic tower. And the bitch just was zipping. Me and my brother probably watched that shit for 10 minutes, dog. And then we just seen the bitch just zoom up in the air. Because it was going for both ends of the airport and shit.
Damn.
We watching this shit in real time. So then I get in the car with him. And my little brother said, bro, my time in the military, he said, bro, I ain't never seen no crazy shit like that. He said, bro, I done came home and started seeing weird shit.
Yeah.
And I said, bro, I believe in aliens, bro, but I ain't never seen no shit like that. He said, me either, bro. So we got in my mama's house because he was having to stay with my T. John for a little while when he came back. So me and my little brother just quiet in the bed. My T. John like, what's wrong with y'all? And we told her, she was like, hell no. Shit, my mom wanted to move that night. She wanted to move that night, but I don't even it's enough for us, right? To go in the woods with all the artillery we got, right? To be able to shoot down whatever.
Right.
I ain't going. And I'm gonna tell y'all not to go. I ain't going at all, man. I'm not going. And then when I was in CDL school,
The kids here by the parent.
I went to CDL school and I went to school and I got cool with a couple Africans, right?
Yeah.
And I watched the talk about Dick Gregory. And Dick Gregory was saying how Africa would never be fully took over because the people that's trying to take over Africa is scared of the shapeshifters. I said, what the fuck is he talking about, man? So, when I go to school, I enrolled, not knowing I'm finna meet some Africans and all that. I became cool with a couple Africans, right?
Yeah.
One of them was a king over there, got plenty of money, bro. So he was like, yeah. He said, that's normal. He was just talking to me just like it was some normal shit. And I'm looking at him, eyes like this, bro. He was like, yeah, it was normal for them as a kid to be driving in a Toyota or a car and hit something, and that motherfucker get up, and it's like a human being. There'll be bloody and shit, and then they'll shapeshift back. He's like, that's a normal thing after. I was like, what the fuck?
Hell no.
Yeah, bro. And not only did he tell me he was from Nigeria. He was born in Uganda, but he was raised in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Then two of the other Ethiopian homies was telling me that I went to school with, was saying the same shit. Like that's a normal, that voodoo shit is for real, real. Like, and they was telling me like, yeah, he's like, you Black Panther, that's normal shit.
Mm.
Like people don't look. We watching the movie for we watching the movie or cartoons for pleasure, right? And he was telling me we was breaking down different shit by X-Men, the Mutant Gene, and all that. He was like, Mystique, Storm, that's some real shit over there. That's not no shit that they even play with. It's very real. So I just was like, damn. He's like, yeah, they lions, panthers, like you say, vultures, birds. And he told me about this lady that was in his community. They used to sleep travel. Never heard of the shit a day in my life, right?
Yeah, I never heard of that.
Say she used to she'll lay her own body down. She'll take her spirit out of her own body and sleep travel. And she will go to London
What the
and go to, listen to me, bro. That's why I was glad I caught you so I can tell you all the shit that's on my head that I done heard, bro.
Yeah.
So
you gotta say this for Nate for the Halloween Monday. That's what I'm
right. I got a lot of it, bro.
All right.
But
go to people. You want to jump in? Tell a story.
All right, let me tell you something real quick. So, for like all summer long, I've been staying in a hotel right now while I look for a house. Let me show you this real quick. So I'm in a hotel. I'm gonna jump out here real quick. So I take my dogs out. Right now, the first night I'm here, I'm gonna jump out in the hallway so I don't bother other people. But so first night I'm here, I'm exhausted from moving my stuff, and I go to sleep. And I had this dream. And I heard his voice, and his voice says, and I was like asleep, awake,
Yeah.
It says, "Say my name. Say my name." And I'm kind of getting freaked out saying this because I'm in the stairs now. So I felt like this pressure on my chest. This is like 3 months ago.
Okay.
So I felt this pressure on my chest. And then I woke up and I said, I told the spirit, I said, my wife and family are here. Leave me alone. Don't bother me or them.
Yeah.
So then I take the dogs out, right? Late at night, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. And these stairs right here. And these stairs right here. So I'm walking down the stairs. And right over here, I hear. And I'm like, what the hell? So I'm walking down the stairs, right? Just like, look at this. I'm like chills. So I'm walking down the stairs right here. Hello. I'm like, there's nobody here. So I walk back up here.
So the voice was like that, like
I don't walk upstairs.
Yeah.
I don't walk. Yeah, like a little kid. Wow. So I'm like, there's nobody here.
Damn.
And I hear hello.
Yeah.
And I heard that like 5 different times now as I'm walking down these stairs.
Damn.
And it's like late. So I usually, walk downstairs here, and there's nobody here. My dogs, they're just ready to go out, right here. Hello. And it happens every now and then when I take the dogs out late at night. Like I get home from work like at 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock, and I come out here so that I get out here, and I'm like all freaked out, But that's one thing that happened to me. Damn. So that's one thing that happened. But I've had spirits try to talk to me and they tell me things. So like 20 years ago, I went to live in this new apartment. I'm brought from the stairs now. So I went to live in this apartment. And the night I moved in, there were police, fire trucks, and ambulances stairs. And I didn't know what was going on, and they were all leaving. So when I'm sleeping, I kept on feeling this pressure on my chest. And then I felt like someone like trying to, talk to me or whatever. And my wife told me later on that she felt similar stuff. But I didn't know what it was. We were there about 3 months. And then one day, I went to take out the trash. I went a different way than I normally do. And I saw this girl that lived downstairs and across the hall. And I started talking to her. And I said, I said, yeah, we moved in about 3 months ago. And there were fire trucks and ambulance. And she got real quiet real quick. And she said, yeah. She said she lived here underneath you. And I heard like not a voice, but a feeling. It was like I had somebody else's feeling and thoughts in my head. And I looked at her and I said, I don't know why, but I think she wants to tell me that she's okay and she's sorry. And to tell her family. And this girl, she just looked at me and she started crying. And she says, oh my God, thank you so much. But the whole thing was, whatever it was that was telling me to say that was lying. Wanted me to say that, but was lying.
Hell no.
Whatever it was, left me alone. So I never had that happen to me again at that house or that apartment after that. So it's like these spirits that talk to me. They want me to tell their story so they can move on. That's what I think. So, and then,
Man.
so I get things like that every now and then, and I try to ignore it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel things every now and then. Like I think I told you on a chat one time, it's like 10 years ago, something like that. I had a friend that lived in Oak Cliff.
Yeah.
You might
And
be
her mom lived
clairvoyant,
in his
man.
house. Man, I don't know,
That's
man. What y'all do down there? I don't know. But anyhow,
look, that you probably clairvoyant, because I'm clairvoyant too. So they might be
You
coming
just say
to
a
you
prayer
trying
before
to
you
talk.
go to sleep, Santi.
Yeah, but I don't feel
So-
something, like the stuff on the chest, being on the chest, and the wrong spirits messing with you and all that.
So the sleep paralysis.
That's
You
definitely real.
oh no, I told you about that Ouija board earlier. So when I was like,
Yeah, that Ouija shit.
I was 15.
Yeah, that's
I was like,
Ouija.
I was 15, and I went to church a lot when I was a kid. And friend, this girl over here was a witch, and she was playing with the Ouija board. And he said it's not real. I said no, it's.
What?
He says, I said nobody knew me in there. I said ask it my name, and it goes over, and it goes K, and then it goes to E, and my name is Ken. But I looked at the girl, I looked at the board, and I said, in the name of Jesus, I demand you to stop. And she looks up at me, and then this, and I left. It stopped. It didn't do nothing else while I was there. I left, and other people told me that like 10 minutes after I left, it started, whatever spirit was there started talking to it again.
Yep.
But this thing in Oak Cliff. So I'm down at Oak Cliff, and I told my friend about these things that happened to me, right? And she told me that her mama had a ghost in her house, and she told me that her mama would not go into a certain part of the house late at night or after dark when she's by herself because she was scared. So her mama wasn't there. We went over to the house, and she told me it's in this. She said it's in this area. She said whatever it is. She said she sees a little boy in this part of the house. So I'm walking through the house, and I'm like, I don't feel nothing. I don't feel anything different. And then all of a sudden, I felt this energy.
Damn.
Like it was like the air just was thick.
Yeah,
So I reached my hand in the closet, man. I could feel it moving,
Wow.
and it went into the closet. And then I had this phone, and I remember watching that portal with an EVP or something. So I get my phone out, and I started recording, and I felt it pass through my hand, and then on the other side of the wall behind the TV. And I felt it was scared. So I looked behind the TV, and she's like, "Oh no!" She's freaking out. You can hear her in the recording freaking out, like So I stuck my hand behind the TV, and I told her, I said, "It feels scared." She says, "I would be scared too if some white guy was chasing me down the hall." And she goes, "But I stuck my hand behind the TV, and back and forth to make sure it wasn't the electricity coming off the TV. The TV was off." And I said, "What's your name?" And then I felt it felt scared. And then I I said, it's okay, I won't hurt you. And then I felt the spirit like disappear. And I told her, I said, it's gone. Whatever it was, it's gone. So then, like a week later, I was talking to this other lady and I was telling her about it. And she says, well, what did the spirit say? I go, I don't know. I didn't hear anything. She goes, but did you listen to the recording? I go, oh, no, I didn't. So I got my phone out and put my earbuds in. And I go, what? She shows me this recording and you can hear it clear as day. I said, what's your name? And the voice, you could hear it on the recording, but you couldn't hear it when I was there. But the voice comes back. Yeah, I swear to God. The voice says, don't touch. That was all it said.
What the
And after that, it was gone. And yeah. I mean, I'm like freaking out myself. But whatever it was, I said, it feels scared. I said, what's your name? And all it said is, don't touch. Just like that. And I wasn't the first person to hear it. This lady that worked with me was. And she goes, you sure there's nobody else there? So she had to call this other lady and say, who was the mom, whose mama owned the house.
Yeah.
But anyhow, so like about 3 weeks later, my friend tells me that she was talking to her mother about it. And she says, well, I don't know. She goes, I don't know. She says, Hispanic lady. She goes, I don't know, but the little boy, the niño, is gone. He's gone. I don't see him no more. And she said, and she told her mom that I'd gone over there and talked to the spirit. And so she's like, well, you tell him thank you. And she started buying me all kinds of gifts because she was happy that whatever it was gone. So, yeah. So that's I've had a few things like that in Mexico. I had a few experiences in Mexico. I've had a few experiences here. The only one that hasn't left is the one in the hallway because I hear it every now and then say, you just laugh. And
well, I would be ready now, staying there. So in Mexico, because
I feel things. I don't look for it, but every now and then I feel things, and it's just the strangest thing. I mean, I don't know. I believe.
Do they have
in God and all that, but
me too,
it's just strange. It's like the spirit.
That's Sixth Sense.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then when I had COVID, back in January, I had a near-death experience, and everybody in my dream was dead. Everybody in my dream had passed.
Dang.
So like, I woke up. My watch woke me up because my heart rate was over 180, and my temperature was 105. But in that dream that I was having, everybody in there was dead. And then at the very end, my friend was trying to convince me to do this trick on a motorcycle that I was scared to do.
Yeah.
And then I was just convinced to do it. And my dad looks at me. I come to the end of this trail on a motorcycle. And my dad looks at me. He says, go home, Ken. My dad never told me what to do. I mean, he always said, I don't know what to tell you. But this time he says, go home.
Yeah.
And right then, my alarm went off in my watch. It was calling 911 for me because my heart rate was over 180.
Wow.
And then I did my temperature, and my temperature was 105.
Ooh.
So I think I almost died.
Yeah,
But my dad told me to go home. Yeah. Yeah. But I got lucky. But anyhow. So yeah, I got more stories, but we'll save them for a different day.
Yeah. Save them for the next one. Still got 2 more Mondays. Especially the last one is supposed to be good.
Yeah, we gotta do more. Cause just remind me to tell you about Mexico.
Yeah. I have friends that
I'll tell you about
always
Mexico
tell me stories
next time.
from Mexico about caves and all kinds of other shit. I'm like,
Yeah, Mexico. Look, you know my best friend in Mexico. He told me like it was a place. I can't think of the name. He used to tell me that it's a place that you can go to, and he said the spirits just walking around. He said when he was a kid, they was kind of like green, like little silhouettes, like orbs, and you could just see it. I just was like, what?
yes,
He
so
said, "No,
there's
bro."
a cave that they say the devil lives in. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh man. There's a road, and you drive down it, and you can see like it looks like you can see demons popping out of the mountains.
Yeah,
Crazy.
that's what.
I mean, there's truck drivers that won't drive down that road at night because it just man.
Just
But I'll tell you,
Same shit.
I was driving late at night, and I saw this old man crossing the street down the road. And then I saw other people walking in the middle, like a little pathway, little parkway in the middle of the road. And then when I got 2 blocks down the road, all the people that I just saw, like 10 people maybe, none of them were there. And then I found out that the hospital was right across the street on the left, and the cemetery was on the right.
Oh,
So
wow.
people would die in the hospital, and they'd bury them in the cemetery. And people told me that it was common for people to say that they saw people walking across the street. And I'm like, there's like 10 people down there. And when I got down there, there was nobody. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. When I got down there, there was nobody there. Nobody there. But anyhow, I'll save it for another time.
Yeah.
I got to go because it's cold out here.
Yeah, I'm about to get going too. I get my boys ready to sleep.
My wife doesn't like me talking about these things.
Same over here. She's in another room right now.
Yeah, but yeah, remind me next time to tell you about Mexico. There's a bunch of things that happen in Mexico.
Sure.
Damn.
Not just the cartel, but a lot of things that happen in Mexico. All right, we'll talk later. I got to run.
All right, thanks for jumping in.
Bye, y'all.
Right,
Y'all make sure you hit the like button there.
Yep. And make sure y'all
all right, bye, y'all.
Monday. All right, later.
All right. Damn.
Oh shit! Wow. All right, Tools, I'm gonna go and hop off too.
All right, man. Hug my little nephew for me, man.
Bro, I gotta go with them ready for bed.
I already know.
All right, everybody in the live, thanks for jumping in. Make sure you jump in next Monday because it's really gonna go down again. Remember, always do the best you can with what you have, where you are.
Where you at?
Yes, don't scared. And big fish, don't worry about them Sheilas, man. Y'all days coming, y'all gonna lose, man. What you gonna say, Tools, though?
Nah, I was gonna tell him, just make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Y'all go follow Mil-Spec.
Share this live.
Y'all share the live. Y'all still come in after my brother get up off of here, man. We'll see y'all Monday, man. Appreciate y'all coming in, showing my brother love, man.
Later, Santi,
Don't
Rich Homie.
Don't be playing with no
everybody.
fucking Ouija board.
Yeah, don't fucking the Ouija board because it is real. You hear whistling at night, don't whistle back.
Yeah, man.
All right, later, everybody.
All right, later, bro.
Later.